Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Bitcoin smashed 68 Gs today. Make some noise for that. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest technical analysis as well as breaking news. El Salvador's first Bitcoin bank is prepped now. Also, Elon moves 760 million worth of Bitcoin from Tesla to unknown wallets last night. Max responded he's depositing it to Howard Lutnick's new Bitcoin bank, and he'll use it as collateral to borrow. We'll also be discussing a Trump pump as Bitcoin climbs to 2.5-month high as Trump widens the lead above 20%, above, of course, Harris. We'll also be discussing Microstrategy shares soar 1,540% since 2020, outperforming the S&P 500, as well as breaking news. Italy considers raising capital gains tax on Bitcoin to 42% from 26%. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin dominance hits a 3.5-year high against the alts as many get left behind. We'll also be discussing a very bullish outturn here. Lights go mega green. Trader unveils 142,000 massive price target for Bitcoin following an abrupt Bitcoin rally. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this plus so much more in today's show. Now, welcome, crypto fam. Make some noise for the market pumping. Welcome to October. We're finally in the second couple of last weeks of the month. This is historically the most bullish time of the October. And as we, glide into November, December, we're going to have a pretty epic Q4. Shout out everyone in the live chat. We should be streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Please give me a little mic check. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Diana, good to see you. Glad to have you here. Shout out Joseph, October, Knoxville, Juan Espino, Clearwater representing Pinellas County Digital Dankness. Good to have you here, brother. It's a beautiful price action to see. How long before we're in price discovery? Do you think we enter price discovery here in October? Final couple of weeks of the month? Let me know. There's also a live poll. So over on cryptonewsalerts.net, please cast your vote. And towards the end of the stream, we'll end the poll, read the results. JV on the West Virginia airwaves. Shout out Otto Man. You're live, loud and clear. Glad to hear that. I'm going to go ahead and check the X feed. Shout out to everyone. We're streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube, as you guys know. And anyone who reposts the stream with a comment or a quote gets reposted live and in the flesh. Let's see, pinned to the profile. You're going to notice the stream already pinned to the profile, so it should be super easy to find. And welcome, everyone. I say we are due the next level up. Yeah, long overdue. Agreed with you on that, brother. 100%. Shout out Don George. There's his proof of work. Appreciate the repost, brother. He wrote, good day to hold the biddies. Amen. Shout out Stats Badger. Shout out Need to Know. New Jamie Dimond FUD. Oh, interesting. Okay. Shout out Frank Carlson. Hit the JV. Hi to JV. Bitcoin to the stars. Thank you, Frank. Just reposted, brother. The reposts do help out a lot. So thank you guys. And I will be checking the feed throughout the entire stream, of course. What up, Rudy? Welcome, my brother. Shout out Scott. Good to have you here.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day. Maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome, everyone, to today's live stream. I'm going to be streaming for the next couple of hours. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube, so spread the word. Always appreciated. Due for a drop after the lawsuit? What are you referring to there? Truth, XRP? Which lawsuit? There's so many lawsuits with the SEC. It's hard to keep track. We are up 1,000 on the day. When I woke up this morning, we did eclipse 68,000. I will be pulling up some of the live charts. We will be sharing some bullish price targets for you guys as well as all the headlines, new Bitcoin bank, Trump pump. There's a lot to share with you guys. So I'm very excited to be here. Let me know where you're tuned in from. And don't forget, this is a live and interactive stream. So hence why we always put the chat up there for you guys. So drop some comments. Let me know where you're tuned in from. But without further ado, if you're new to the stream, important to smash the likes. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Then hit the bell icon. Turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every day, just like this. Today is pod episode 1789. I'm your host, JV. It's October 16, 2024. Uptober in full effect. We already captured 68. We're very close to price discovery, which we achieved in mid-March, which is currently standing at 73,800. Let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day. Bitcoin in the green, baby. Up 1.25%, trading above 67,700. We have Ether up 0.7%, trading above 2,600. Doge, one of the top gainers, up 9%, trading at looks like 12.5 cents. We'll also check out CoinMarketCap right here. Current crypto market cap stands at $2.32 trillion. Bitcoin market cap on the climb. I love it. $1.33 trillion. And the volume, 92 billion in the past 24 hours. And the Bitcoin dominance has been on a tear all the way up to 57.7%, leaving many of these alts in the dust as ETH dominance is down to 13.6%. And we'll be discussing the Bitcoin dominance metric in greater detail a little later. And checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. Ironically enough, FTT leading the pack with 16% gain. We have Dogecoin up 10% and Helium up 4%. Which alts, if any, are you bullish on for the bull? Holla at your boy. And checking out crypto bubbles. We get a visual perspective on the day. I'd say 60-40 in the red overall in the market. And zooming out on the monthly, it's like 90% in the green. Some impressive gainers around the clock here. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index today, we're back in the 70s. 73 greed, yesterday 65, last week a 49 neutral, and 39 fear for last month. And checking out the infamous time chain calendar. We have 184,000 blocks to go into the next halving. We're currently on block 865,929, and you can currently trade $1 for 1,476 satoshis. A few days ago, it was above 1,600. Yesterday, it was above 1,500. The longer you wait, the more you lollygag. Unfortunately, that conversion is going to continue to go down. So stack sats accordingly. And there you have it with our market watch. Welcome everyone just joining the stream. We're live and in the flesh. I know unusual time. I'm streaming today. We started at 1 o'clock. I'll be streaming to roughly 3 here in Puerto Rico, same as Eastern time. And tomorrow will probably be a 12 p.m. stream, just FYI. And then Friday we'll be back to the normal, my favorite time, which is 4 p.m. BSV lawsuit. Oh, fake Toshi, eh? Right on. Chicago representing. Shout out Chi-Town. Can you say Chi City? Shout out Chris. Anonymous. Starting early this week. You got to do what you got to do. Shout out Bring Facts. 222,000 in play. Shout out Rudy LeCoin. Went all-time high for October. Listen to JV talk. Thank you, brother. Shout out Diana Jones as well. There's your guys' proof of work. Thank you, Glenn Cooper. Appreciate all the support each and every day. Just reposted Diana and Rudy. And thank you again, Don George, Need to Know, Frank, and the rest of the fam. Let's get as many eyeballs on the stream as we can. And all you got to do is repost it on X. Our primary audience is now on X. We get several, I don't know, sometimes 10,000 viewers on a stream on X, sometimes more. We've had upwards of 50,000 viewers on a stream, even on YouTube. But, times have changed with YouTube, that's for sure. Dub Proof, big ups, JV. Welcome, brother. Good to have you here. Let me know what you guys are most excited for the rest of this month, and where do you think the price action is likely going to take us next? I mean, can you see all-time highs here soon? And don't forget, there's a poll up on the tube, October Bitcoin price peak prediction. Do you think it's going to be where we're currently at in the range of 68, 73? Do you think it'll be all-time high, 74, 79, 80, 84, or 85 plus? Make sure to cast your vote, and towards the end of the stream, we'll end the poll, and I'll read the results out loud for everyone. Welcome, everybody. 70 G's in play.
Bitcoin is no maybe, baby. Bitcoin is no maybe, baby. 70 G's to the moon.
lunar landing.
See you there soon. They ain't like us, we got thrust. 70 G's, 2024, let the Bitcoin rain pour.
70 G's, baby. Free Ross. That's right, Ross Ulbricht. Trump says he'll pardon Ross on day one. And interestingly, on Polymarket, there's an entire section where you can bet on crypto-related things. And one of them is, will Biden pardon SBF? Which I've been predicting for a while. So that was kind of cool to see that on there. But we will be discussing some of the Polymarket betting odds right now regarding like Trump and Harris and who's going to win the election in a couple of weeks. I mean, it's right around the freaking corner. The cup and handle is going to pump 130 G's. I hope you're right there, Dankness. I do also think, not necessarily in October, but I think sometime in Q4, we're likely to hit that sexy cup and handle pattern, which I think is maybe sitting at 123 right now. Close enough. Obviously, it can change as well. But anyways, welcome y'all just joining the stream. Let's dive into today's technical analysis, aka astrology for the broskies. It reads, Bitcoin risks exit pump on 3-month DXY highs as the Bitcoin price hits 68,000. But before we even dive deeper into the TA, let's just pull up some interesting news. Breaking, Max tweeted, El Salvador's first Bitcoin bank is being prepped now. The impact on the El Salvador economy will be 10x what the current iteration of the volcano bond might be. Move here. Deposit the Bitcoin at the Bitcoin bank. Borrow fiat and buy property. Your Bitcoin and property. Rocket ship to the moon. The cost basis for your property drops every year. And also big news the other day, Tesla moved $760 million worth of Bitcoin to an unknown wallet. So they're questioning, is Elon selling? Max responded, he's depositing it at Howard Lutnick's new Bitcoin bank, and he'll use it as collateral to borrow against. So there you go. Back to our TA, yo. Here you're looking at the 1 hour chart. Bitcoin circles 68 G's. October 16th after setting new 11-week highs into the Wall Street Open. Gotta love that. Trading views showed Bitcoin price upside resuming as the bulls eclipsed the peak of a leverage-driven fake out just the day before. Volatility was noticeable. Analyzing order book conditions, Skoo warned over manipulation, quoting him here. Very active spoofing going on here today. 1% to 2.5% gap between ask and bid liquidity. So without passive flows, there is room for taker-driven volatility today. And that was the 5-minute chart you're looking at right there. Skoo noted that below 67, late long positions on derivative markets were at risk of collapsing in a liquidation cascade. The bulk of the buy pressure came from Binance and Bitfinex spot buyers around the Wall Street Open who mimicked the moves from the day prior. And quoting material indicators, Fire Charts bin CVD once again shows all order classes buying the Bitcoin. Bid liquidity is stacking above 66,000 and 70,000 is coming into focus. Do the Bitcoin bulls have enough momentum to make a sustainable run to the all-time high territory? I propose the same question in my poll, so please do answer. So some were more than confident that sellers could capitulate and return to the bull market. And quoting crypto analyst Mikhail Van de Popp, Bitcoin is aiming for the new all-time highs, he predicted. The trend has switched. I think we'll see this happening in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Send it. We'll see that new all-time high and likely $90,000 per biddy before the end of the year. Let me know if you agree, disagree with Mikhail Van de Popp. Now, dollar surge makes Bitcoin traders nervous. In a curious contrast, Bitcoin/USD gained in tandem with the US dollar, the two indexes breaking with their traditional inverse correlation. The US dollar index, we know as the DXY, reached 103, its highest level since August 8th, another day on which Bitcoin had a major upside of nearly 12%. I mean, obviously, Bitcoin will continue to go up in purchasing power as the dollar will continue to go down. That's a mathematical certainty. And checking out some of the live charts, so some live TNA for the fam here. This is via TradingView via Coinbase. This is the 1 hour chart. You can see yesterday, massive bullish momentum with that crazy big Godzilla green candle, but it was immediately followed by a correction back down. And then we've been inching back and we're currently at that 68,000 level right now. So 70,000 in play. New all-time high price discovery, 73.8 in play as well, if you're to ask me, especially here in October. And checking out the 4 hour chart, very bullish. I love it. Look at that. We do have a green target at 81.3, and we do have a bear target in the green at 47.9, practically 48, but looking pretty strong here overall. And checking out the one-day chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 of the past 7 daily candle closes were pretty impressive green. Bullish candles with an itty-bitty corrective of red a few days ago. So I think this bullish momentum likely to continue here in Q4. Let me know your thoughts. Clearly, there's a massive rising wedge formation, very bullish. And zooming out from there, let's check out the weekly chart. Survey says we have a cup and handle pattern sitting at 123,800 target. Pretty lit. I personally think we are likely to hit this here in Q4 as well. Let me know your thoughts and I'll read those comments out loud. But first, let's take a quick check at the 1 month chart. Bullish momentum, I think likely to continue into a strong October close, followed by a strong November and December close to wrap up 2024 heading into 2025. And I think in 2025, we most likely hit the cycle peak for the cycle. And we may have a continued cycle as well. Let me know your thoughts and shout out everyone here in the stream. Eye of the beholder, 6 figgies by January. And we ain't talking about figs. We ain't talking fig Newtons, are we? Good to have you here, brother. Welcome, y'all. Shout out Truth. You digging the voice. I appreciate it, brother. All credit goes to the microphone and my mama. Matt McCrae, a little proof of work action. Jackson, thank you for the repost. 100,000 Bitcoin incoming. Send it, brother. Janet and Gary will love the Crypto October run up in Bitcoin where news is made daily. That's right. Thank you, Rudy. I just reposted the repost on the Rumble link. Much respect. Early crypto talk happening. October surprise. October. Bitcoin 142,000. We discussing it right now. Just reposted you there as well. And again, as a reminder, and thank you, Glenn Cooper, proof of work there. Anyone who reposts the stream gets shouted out and reposting it. I'll repost you guys. I'll follow you back. My account has close to 35,000 followers right now. And I started doing this a few months ago. Anyone who supports the stream, I support you. I'll repost you. I'll follow you back. And you'll have an influencer account following you as well. And if you guys can spread the word over on YouTube and Rumble as well, that helps out a lot. So thank you guys. Yeah, Janet and Gary secretly doing what they do best. We're talking about Miss Yellen, Miss Bonance, and everyone's favorite chairman of all time of the SEC. No Claire Gare, that is. What's your address, Gavin? Gavin? Are we talking about, who are we talking about here? Shout out Nashoba. Welcome to the stream. Bitcoin is being sexy today. I mean, Bitcoin is sexy every day. Bitcoin done brung sexy back a very long time ago. And I think we're going to continue to climb during this stream, family. It looks like 68 about to be recaptured. 69 G's, anyone?
We've been climbing, aim for $1 million climaxing, never stopping. Bitcoin is rising. We already hit 67K, and now we're aim up, at that 69.
69, anyone? That sweet B spot. Let me know. I bought it in 2009 and never sold. Holy moly. So we have a legitimate cypherpunk OG here. Or if you're referring to Bitcoin, that is, Gavin. Congratulations. 2009. That's godly. That is godly. Well played. Let's play the all-time high song for good luck, JB. All-time high next week, please. $5 pipe wrench attack incoming. Word. Let's go. But anyways, let's continue with the news. We did the live TA. Next headline, let's discuss a Trump pump. Headline here, Trump pump, Bitcoin climbs 2.5-month high as Trump widens the lead. I mean, here's the poly market data. Pro-Bitcoin Donald Trump takes the biggest lead in the election thus far, up 20% in the odds. And this is legit because there's actually money on this. Donald has 567 million in volume, and Kamala 384 million. So her chances are all the way down to 39.9% as far as the odds are concerned, and Trump above 60%. Let's go. So yeah, Bitcoin price reach a more than a 2.5-month high as its correlation with Trump's election winning odds seem to align. The Bitcoin price rose almost 10% over the past week, surpassing 68.2 for the first time since the end of July. The rally occurred shortly after Trump's lead over Vice Pres Harris rose to a record high in the leading decentralized predictions market. That's right. Trump's odds of winning the presidential election stood at 60%, while Harris slid to 39%. Wah, wah. Sorry. 'Tis what it is. But that's according to data today, October 16th, according to the Polymarket data I just pulled up. Now, Trump is generally seen as a more innovation-friendly candidate for the crypto space, while some investors are concerned that a potential Harris presidency could stifle or will stifle blockchain innovation through more restrictive regulations. I think that's a given. What are your thoughts? Now, Peter Schiff calls Bitcoin a Trump pump. While the Bitcoin price is influenced by various factors, economist Shifty labeled the current rally as a meaningless Trump-inspired rally, quoting the Schiffmeister. While everyone is focused on the meaningless Trump-inspired Bitcoin pump, they're missing the significance of gold hitting another record high, above 2680. Bitcoin may be up more, but it has remained range-bound for 7 months as gold sets one record high after another. And I think he's referring to like gold breaking out, hitting maybe 20 or so respective all-time highs, but it's still under $2,700, right? So it is what it is. The Polymarket odds flipped in Trump's favor back on October 4th, marking a sharp reversal from September. And by October 12th, Trump was leading by 10 points. The Bitcoin price bottomed above 60,300 October 10th, days after Trump began the lead. The price has risen more than 13% since its monthly bottom on October 10th. So is Bitcoin sentiment correlated with Trump's election odds? Well, according to Thomas Farrer, CEO of the crypto-focused review platform Apollo, he also sees an apparent correlation between Trump election odds and the Bitcoin price, quoting him here. For every 1% rise in the Trump probability of winning, Bitcoin price rises by $1,000. We'll let that metric continue to soar. Trump's odds of winning the election seem to have a direct correlation with the crypto investor sentiment. The Crypto Greed and Fear Index also switched from fear to neutral to now in greed, just like that. So you already know. But anyways, let me know your thoughts. Do you think this gap will continue to widen and Trump's odds of winning the presidential election, according to Polymarket, will increase? Or do you think this will, the opposite of widen, lessen? Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, welcome everyone just joining the stream. What's popping? I bought in 2021 at the peak and never sold, just bought more. Shout out Toasty Toast. Leading the toast. Let's play it. Soon to be the ex-chairman. Yeah, that's right. Gary Gensler. Gary G. Yes, was 30p back then in the UK. I'm mining it now. That's legendary, Gavin. Much respect, brother. I pray you have tens of thousands of biddies. Hit the like, you bunch of degens. Thank you, Beezy. Try to never shifty yourself. Yeah, you don't want to be the Schiffmeister, that's for sure. Even his own family are all in on Bitcoin. His wife, his son. He's the only one. I think it's because he has Bitcoin through them. My logic. Salam family. Shout out Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Who wins in the power slap? Harris? Mel, who is that? Melania or Will Smith? That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Bitcoin to 150,000 to 370,000 in play. Then it will Jesus candle to 25. Again, I don't understand the logic in how you can say a Jesus candle drops to 25. Jesus resurrected, my brother. So more. Let me rephrase it for you. Bitcoin to 150,000, 370 in play. And then Jesus candle sends Bitcoin to 555,000. There you go. Nippinators dreaming about the biddies. Of course, that's what nippinators be nippinating about. 100%. Shout out Iris Pump Watch. Ooh, should we start the pump watches again? Is it that time? Let me know. Actually, a good idea. We haven't seen pumps like this in a hot minute. Thank you again, Matt McCrae. Just reposted your brother. Just reposted you, Iris. Make sure I'm following you. I am. And I agree, taxation is theft. I dig it. Adam Taylor, JB helping you get through the workday. Thank you, brother. Just reposted you on the stream. Respect. Respect! So, yeah, Trump pump, baby. Send it. Jesus is coming back. Liz Warren got owned in that debate. Oh, I saw some of the highlights with Deaton. Deaton was tearing her a new arse. I dig it. That's in reference to Jesus coming back. Got my son with me listening to the first pod, JV. He will know your voice. Shout out to Eric's little one. That's right. Oh, congratulations. I assume your wife had a successful birth yesterday because you let us know she was in labor and about to give birth. So I'm assuming yesterday was your son's birthday. So congratulations to your newborn. Very happy for him. And it's nice to have a Bitcoin baby on board, isn't it? Especially with such fantastic Bitcoin parents. And of course, he probably already knows my voice if your wife has been listening to the stream while he was in the womb, because that's just how the world works. Why is Elon moving the Bitcoin? I already shared it with you. He's going to borrow against it at Howard Lutnick's bank. Max Kaiser is very close with Howard Lutnick, and Max shared the insider insights. And I shared that with you already. So don't get it twisted. No panic selling. From our understanding, it's him about to borrow against his 700 million Bitcoin Tesla position. If things change, I'll update you. Hodler for the toddler. Toddler hodler. I like that. Watch the Muhammad versus Allen debate on Piers Morgan. I can't stand Piers Morgan personally. Not Bitcoin bull hilarious, right? That's in reference to Jesus coming back when the chaos gets much worse in the world to save the believers. Bitcoin is God hacking humanity. Bitcoin is God hacking humanity. I see we got 600 people on the stream. Let's blow this mofo up 10x to 6,000. With your help, we can do it. Please repost the stream. 69G's in play, baby.
BG spot rocket taking off. Everybody knows it's the magic spot. Watch how it goes when we hit the 69K.
So, JV doesn't sound the same in the womb. How can you be so confident? Sealess. You act as if you're in the womb. How would you know unless you're in the womb? Can you recall when you were in the womb? Did your parents' voice sound a little different? Maybe a little muddled? I don't know, but let's continue with the news. MSTR, as you know, has been making headlines. Their shares soar 1,540% since 2020, obviously outperforming the S&P 500. Their stocks outperformed every single company in the S&P since 2020, fueling market expectations for more continued bullish momentum. Microstrategy shares have seen significant growth over the past 4 years, according to Arkham intelligence firm. They shared here, Microstrategy has outperformed every company in the S&P since August of 2020. Quite impressive. The data comes nearly 3 weeks after leveraged Microstrategy ETFs surpassed 400 million in net assets, driven by retail investor appetite for leveraged Bitcoin exposure. Microstrategy is one of the first publicly traded companies to hold the Bitcoin on the balance sheet. MicroStrategy's stock could have headed for more upside momentum, according to analyst Tyler Durden, who shared the following. The secret Wall Street doesn't want you to know is the bigger the gray box, the bigger the bounce. Bounce. Come on, bounce. His analysis suggests MicroStrategy stock continued to rise, and over the past 4 years, MicroStrategy price surged by more than 1,540%, while the S&P grew just by 111%. Wah, wah. So despite MicroStrategy's strong performance, the company is unlikely to be added to the S&P 500 anytime soon, according to market participants. Interesting. An S&P 500 listing is probably not coming anytime soon, said Kim, associate professor of finance at Santa Clara University Levy School of Business. What do these business professionals from universities really know at the end of the day? I'm just questioning everything. What is concerning for MSTR is that a candidate for listing on the S&P must have been profitable in the most recent year and quarter to qualify. And according to Kim, MicroStrategy had consistently seen a negative bottom line, with the exception of the fourth quarter of 2023, which was insufficient to bring it to the overall positive net income. Well, I think MicroStrategy will continue to outpace every single stock in the S&P 500, regardless if it's in or not. You got to be in. You got to jump in to swim. But nonetheless, MicroStrategy has been crushing it. It's even been outperforming, obviously, even Bitcoin. So let me know if you think that trend will likely continue. And shout out to the Giga Chad, Mikey Saylor. And speaking of Mikey Saylor,
which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number
number one. I'm sorry I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Tell him. That's right. Big Pito from Palm Beach Island, Florida in the building. Shout out Mexico Huddle. We hodling, fam. Your former LT. Oh, snap. Mexico Huddle's LT. I was in the womb last night. I bet you were there, Don. I bet you were. Oh, my God. Who's saying Bitcoin going over 85 in October on the poll? Hey, what if we do go over 85 in the next 2 weeks? 85 melt up incoming. Send it, anonymous. I dig it. I remember when I was in my mom's womb, my dad used to visit frequently. You guys. I dream of remembering the audible ambience of the womb every night. Nothing like a good womb. When it happens, no one expects it. Let's go. Exactly. 100% spot on. Bitcoin does the biggest moves when the consensus is least expecting it. And thought it was safe. Onyx in the face. Slam. Dun, 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 dun. Let Bitcoin boys be boys. Slam. You already know. But that's just the way of the world. 68 G's. Here we are. Shout out all my whole coiners. Make some noise. I see we got 638 people in the stream. Still got a few headlines to share, as well as some bullishness as regarding 142,000 price target. Best daily Bitcoin news is live. Thank you, Melda. Respect. Just reposted you. Much appreciated. Glad to have you here with us. Shout out the Oracle. I don't know where she is today. And shout out Jandy. Make sure to subscribe to her channel. #1 Bitcoin music channel. Hand down. And a lot of the jammy jams we play, we're sampling her music. So we love it. 69 G's. Send it.
And we will continue to grow. Let it flow, 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 flow. Magic cosmic fire. The rocket is fueled up. Prepare for flight. Rocket up kind of high.
The womb ain't the... I'm going to say Gina instead of pronouncing it the other way. The womb ain't the Gina, folks. Only 0.27% of the global population own 1 Bitcoin. Yeah, I looked it up like a week ago. It's like roughly 1 million addresses or whole coiner addresses. And it's safe to assume whole coiners may have more than 1 address. So individual wise, hypothetically speaking, let's just say 50% of them, of the addresses are individuals, then it could be only 500,000 people who are whole coiners. However, I'm not even that optimistic. I think whole coiners have multiple wallets. And if I was to guess, out of the 1 million wallet addresses that are whole coiners, I'd say 10% are individuals. That's just my theory, which would mean there's only roughly 100,000 whole coiners in the world when it comes to Bitcoin. So talk about scarcity. You want to become a whole coiner. Your first step should become Satoshi millionaire, because the average Joe can do that for roughly $500. It's not hard to do. You can get roughly $1,500 per, 1,500 Satoshis per dollar. That's the trade right now. So maybe for $500 you can become a Satoshi millionaire. Next step, you want to work towards becoming a whole coiner, because like I said, there may only be 100,000 human beings on this planet that are whole coiners. And obviously, there's a lot of millionaires in the world. There's over 1,000 billionaires, but not all of them are going to be able to say, I'm a whole coiner. That's just the reality of it. You know what I mean? Smash the likes. Thanks for the reminder. The Chiffinator will 69 Kamala Harris. You never know. Let's go, JV. Bitcoin's hiking up. Watching from Cornwall, England. Shout out to the UK fammy fam. Let's continue with the headlines, eh? Capital gains tax. I wasn't so fond to see this headline. Italy considers raising capital gains tax on Bitcoin to 42%. 42% from 26%. which I take it is where it's currently at. So let's break this one down. The Italiano government is considering increasing the capital gains tax for investments in Bitcoin to 42% from 26%, according to Deputy Economy Minister Leo. Speaking at a news conference in Chigi, October 16th, he commented on Italy's new budget bill, which the Council of Ministers approved. The minister said, the withholding tax on Bitcoin capital gains should rise to 42%, according to the budget bill. I think that is theft. At the end of the day, however, I think it'll encourage more hodling. So, I mean, that's the silver lining, really. Who the hell is going to want to sell their Bitcoin to pay a 42% capital gains tax, right? Would you? Let me know. Leo also said the bill would remove the minimum revenue requirement for Italy's web tax, or the digital service tax, which was introduced as part of the country's budget in 2019. The digital service tax now applies to companies that generate at least 750 million euros, which is 817 million USD in the past calendar year. Well, that's pretty substantial. And at least 5.5 million euros, 6 million USD in revenue from the operating digital services in Italy, according to the minister. On capital gains from Bitcoin, the withholding tax increases from 26 to 42%. On web tax revenue, we are working to eliminate the ceiling of 750 million euros and 5 million in Italy. Therefore, we're eliminating the threshold. See, I can't stand taxes even to begin with. So you already know my stance on increasing taxes, especially when it comes to Bitcoin. The news came as Italy's government approved a 30 billion euro budget, 33 billion USD, that is, for 2025, which would be partly funded by a levy on the Italiano banks and issuers. And according to the Associated Press report, the new budget measures have yet to receive a nod from the Italian parliament. A final vote is expected by the end of the year. Well, hopefully they vote that ish down. And on October 15th, Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni announced that the Italian government is expected to raise 3.5 billion euros from banks and insurance companies to improve public services and help the most vulnerable citizens. Quoting Meloni here, as we promised, there will be no new taxes for citizens. I dig Meloni, and I like that sentiment. Healthcare and the most vulnerable to ensure better services. Well said. Now, Italy's Senate increased the capital gains tax on crypto asset trading over 2,000 euros to 26% late 2022 as part of its approved budget for 2023. Now, speaking of taxes, I also hear Harris is looking to increase capital gains tax on investments as well in the States from 20%, which is my understanding where it's currently at, to 45%, more than double. That's like 150% increase. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't sound so good. And then she looks to add a new tax, unprecedented, which would be a tax on unrealized gains. Imagine that. Imagine being a hodler and being a disciplined investor, whether it's with real estate, gold, whatever, Bitcoin, crypto, and then having to pay an insane unrealized gains tax for something unrealized that you haven't even taken advantage of. Insanity. So I hope that doesn't turn into fruition, but that's what we're up against right now. You know what I mean? Real talk. Welcome those joining the stream. Let's go. Did we address the Litecoin ETF possibility? I don't think we addressed it, but I did see that in the news. I saw there was an application for a Litecoin ETF. Litecoin's kind of been like very under the radar. So that was big news and probably why it's been pumping. I noticed a pump in Litecoin yesterday at 5%, which is unusual. Hello, fam. Shout out Bone Daddy. I'm an Italian. I'm ashamed of these. How do I pronounce that? Troglodytes. I'm with you, Stefano. Shout out my paisano there. There is no top to how high Bitcoin can and will fly. Get involved and feel good about every out of bed, every morning. That's right, Judson. Feel good getting out of bed with the Bitcoin. Young people already leaving Italy in record numbers. I'm not shocked. I've been to Italy. Italy now has low birth rates too. And we just smashed 68 Gs, baby. 69 in play.
Darting, darting, darting. 69G bound, such a fun time. Rocket up, kind of doing. Sexy rising Bitcoin. We're on the brink, we're feeling fine.
Proof of work. Shout out Guido and anyone who comments or quotes the stream. Get shouted back out. I'll read your quote and I will follow you back if I'm not already following you. Guido wrote, best channel on the tube. Who doesn't love the Bitcoin news? Thank you, broski. Just shouted, got you back. Let's see how many people on the stream. Close to 800. Not too shabby, but we can do a lot better, fam. I know what we're capable of. Yesterday, we had over 2,000 live viewers. You know what I mean? Don't put it past any government to raise the tax on our gains and their crypto losses. Well said, Rudy. The best thing about Italy is the pizza. Then Sal, what does that say? Gavamale from the Stern. Oh, Sal. I haven't listened to the Howard Stern show in like forever. But I know who you're talking about. That guy is hilarious. I love when he's made fun of. Funny guy. Well, he kind of just makes fun of himself. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, pizza is good in Italy. I made it a point. Every city I visited, I had a pizza. And pizza was on point. Extremely thin. Nothing like you'll get in the States. Completely different. What did any government do to deserve a single cent in capital gains tax from crypto? Nothing. They should be paying you reparations for the damage that their chairman of the SEC has done to crypto. You feel me? How did they contribute to us benefiting from Bitcoin or crypto? Correct, Larry. Those are great questions. You're a very smart young man. Any word on Argentina implementing the Bitcoin? No, actually all bad news. Max Kaiser said Malay was ultimately very bad for the people, and the policies are even worse. So unfortunately, they're not embracing Bitcoin. In my opinion, he's controlled just like the majority of all the other leaders in the world. And I think he was trying to get the Bitcoiner vote by making it seem like they were going to adopt Bitcoin. But clearly, by looking at their actions, that's not what they're doing. And sometimes you got to judge by actions and not words. But that's my 2 Satoshis. Let's continue with the news. Let's discuss Bitcoin dominance hitting a multi-year high, and then we'll discuss 142,000 in play, according to this trader's chart. And then we'll discuss live Q&A, and we'll kick it with the uncensored extended version of the pod. Headline here reads, Bitcoin Dom hits 3.5% year high as the altcoins get left behind. 3.5-year high. Let's go. That's right. The Bitcoin market share reached its highest level since April of 2021 as the crypto price continued to climb amid a muted altcoin market. Sorry, alts. Bitcoin's dominance hit a 3.5-year high of 58.77% during late trading yesterday, October 15th. The same time, it hit a 10-week high of 67.8, according to TradingView. And since then, we're even higher. We're now above 68.2. And Bitcoin retraced sharply to 64.8 before climbing back just above 67 with a market cap of $1.3 trillion, family. And we're even higher right now. The Bitcoin increase in dominance has historically been bad for the alts, and Bitcoin gained 2.5% on the day, while the alts traded mostly flat or dropped. Womp womp. Still, some traders think the Bitcoin dominance will be short-lived and soon crash, which they claim will open the market for the alts to rise. For example, we have Benjamin Cohen. He predicts the Bitcoin dominance would top out at 60%, while crypto investor Coach Crypto claimed, or Coach K Crypto, never heard of him, Bitcoin's dominance had peaked for this cycle. Bullshit. That's what he thinks, though. It's all good. Soon enough, there are going to be a breakdown in Bitcoin dominance, they said. This will lead to meme coins and other major alts. So what does this lead me to believe? These particular investors or analysts are very heavy in alts, and they're just trying to speak that false narrative into reality that the alts are going to do so well against Bitcoin. But what happens if Bitcoin continues to eat away at the alt market? That's my prediction, so keep that in mind. But quoting him here, soon enough, there's going to be a breakdown in Bitcoin dominance, will lead to meme coins and others getting a taste. Then we have Motsas, who shared the Bitcoin dominance is about to crash hard. Again, I disagree here. Ether is historically one of the first assets to move when the Bitcoin dominance declines, but the Ether to Bitcoin ratio, I mean, look at this. ETH not looking so good. A conversion rate of Bitcoin to ETH is close to its lowest level since April of 2021, falling below 0.039 again this week. According to TradingView, I mean, the numbers don't lie. The charts don't lie. Since hitting a fresh high of 73.7 in March, current all-time high, Bitcoin has been trading mostly sideways, but it's now approaching a key psychological level, the 2021 high of 69 G's, baby, which it held for 3 years. Institutional investors are still keen on Bitcoin, with the 11 U.S. spot ETFs seeing net inflows of 371 million just yesterday. The products have seen more than 1.1 billion in aggregate inflows over the past 3 trading days, according to Farside data. So there you have it, yo. Let me know your thoughts, your synopsis, your hypothesis on where Bitcoin will likely go as far as dominance is concerned. Holla. 69 G's, baby. That's right, Jetson.
And counting down the seconds, it's almost time.
Brainwash from rock to rap. Eminem, the best wordsmith in history. Talking crap. Brainwash from rock and rap. Do rags in a stocking cap. His stepfather hit him, so he socked him back. Classic, by the way. The alts will have their day. The alt season will come. I wish my bank would let me take a percentage of my paycheck and store it as Bitcoin automatically. Shout out to my Uncle Lou and Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Uncle Lou. Gary, that's Gary, right? 45% of the ETH outflows. You know, we should name the crypto Baba Booey. Should be fucking... Oh, I forgot we're on YouTube. I try to keep it family friendly, but sometimes I slip up. I'm only human. But Gary Gensler of the SEC should be the Baba Booey of crypto. Just like Gary, you know, the producer from the Howard Stern Show, is the original Baba Booey. But what do you guys say to that? Can we rename No Claire Gare, a.k.a. chairman of the SEC, Baba Booey? Let me know. That'd be pretty lit. 45% of the ETH outflows is SUI, 41% in Sol. I propose not crypto capital gains anywhere unless purchased after 2025. How about just never any crypto capital gains? How about that?
Hold your breath, keep it tight. 69 G's.
Baba Booey.
Gonna light up the night. They up 60.
I know, it's not like I'm the first YouTube channel to drop an F-bomb. Every single channel I watch swears, so I just try to keep it family friendly consciously, and then when we end the YouTube stream, I'm 100% uncensored. Hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your cats, hide your dogs.
9 pump appeal, we're on the brink, we're feeling sexy. 69 G heat, counting down, it's almost time. Hold your breath, be prepared to fly.
That is freaking hilarious, Toasty Toast. Oh my God. I'm loving the Stern references, by the way. That's freaking hilarious, Toasty Toast. Oh my God. Forever, Baba Booey. Nipsey, do you approve of this message? Nipsey's digging it. He approves. Okay, Gensler is officially Baba Booey.
Oh, come alive with the big vibe. 69 G's come young video.
You know, my favorite character on Stern was always Beetlejuice. Beetle is freaking hilarious. Hilarious. I love Beetle. Beat. Anyways, 68 G's, you damn straight. How much Bitcoin do you have? 0. I don't own any Bitcoin, and I like it that way. I don't own anything except Nippinator. However, I think Nippinator really owns me. We want to keep it 100. Nippinator found me. He adopted JV. That's just how it is sometimes.
Wink at us, JV. We are all here. CNA fam is hooting like wise owls. Feeling the thrill.
We feeling the thrill. But anyways, fam, welcome y'all just joining us. 200 people on the tube. We got 900 people on the stream. Majority of you on X. We're on Rumble. We're live on Rumble, X, and YouTube. This is a try stream. We're about to dive into our feature story of the day. Discuss Bitcoin hitting $142,000 here. And then we'll continue with live Q&A. We're going to be streaming for the next hour. So please do spread the word. Let people know we're live. We built this city on BTC. We built this city, Bitcoin City. I dig that, Jackie. Ralph the limo driver and Scott the engineer. Nippinator indicator spotted. Nailed it. But anyways, fam. Now for our feature story of the day. Lights go mega green. Trader unveils massive Bitcoin price target for Bitcoin, smashing $142,000. Abrupt Bitcoin rally. So let's break this baby down. Welcome y'all just joining the live. So yeah, closely followed crypto analyst believes the lights are green for Bitcoin to finally break out of its lengthy consolidation period. It's time. Analyst Jack Sparrow tells his 250,000 followers on X the Bitcoin is clear for a takeoff after moving above 62.8. That's right. The trader shares a chart suggesting the Bitcoin will initially ascend to 70 Gs. We're less than 2,000 away at the time of the live stream, before a brief dip and a rally towards its first target of that coveted six-figure milestone, $100,000. Quoting him here. Pray with me. If we don't fizzle the next few weeks and finally get the breakout, the target for the next larger pause to start sits around $106,000. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the analyst. Now, based on the chart right here in your face, he also seems to predict Bitcoin will skyrocket to $142,000 per coin. Can you send the Omega candle? Let me know. And can you see this coming into fruition? And by what month? Holla. So Jack Sparrow's not the only crypto strategist who says Bitcoin looks poised for a massive breakout. We also have pseudonymous trader Pentoshi, who shared with his 800,000 followers on X. The Bitcoin appears to have formed a rounding bottom pattern on the weekly time frame. A rounding bottom structure suggests an asset is primed for a bullish price action as demand picks up over time. Quoting Pentoshi, kind of hard to imagine this doesn't make a new all-time high soon. Obviously, I thought it was already going to happen and was wrong on the time we would spend in this range. But this looks really constructive for a new all-time high, with the bottom rounding off and having so much time up here. That's right. Hoping for those who have been patient that this is rewarded soon for you all. Are you ready to reap those rewards? And what are your thoughts regarding the $142,000 target? And by what month do you think we'll likely ascend to 142 Gs? Here's my personal prediction. My scenario for cycle peak, I believe it's still going to be in 2025 because historically, that's what history has shown us. Every year preceding the halving, we hit the cycle peak. This was true for the first three halvings. We just entered the fourth halving on April 19th, where the minor rewards got slashed in half. So back in 2012 was the first halving, 2013 cycle peak all-time high. Then 2016 halving, next year 2017 cycle peak all-time high was roughly 20 Gs. I remember that was the year I got involved. And then 2020 next halving, following year, it was November 10th of 2021, we hit the all-time high. So that was in Q4 as well, and that was 69 Gs. We're currently just on the cusp of reclaiming that previous cycle peak. And again, this is the year of the halving, so my prediction, Q4, I think we hit that weekly cup and handle pattern target, which is currently 123,000. I think that occurs sometime between now and December, Q4 of 2024. But I do think the cycle peak will occur sometime next year. I don't know if it'll be the first quarter, second, third, or fourth quarter. I have no idea, but I am pretty confident we're going to hit multiple six figures. I think we can go as high for a bull scenario, 750,000 per coin. Bear scenario, in my humble opinion, 222,000 per coin. So the medium average would be ballpark not quarter million, but $500,000 per coin, right in alignment with Plan B stock to flow model. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree with that bullish price trajectory. And what about 142, JV? Yeah, I think that will most likely happen in Q1 of 2025. Let me know if you agree, disagree. Light up the chat. I appreciate it. I'm going to read your comments out loud and welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. We got 919 people here live and in the flesh on X, Rumble, and to YouTube. Jen Murphy says, I think 142,000 by spring 2025 is reasonable. Right on. Thank you for sharing. You're not bullish enough. Right on. Next October will melt faces. I agree with you there, JBZ. I hope 74,000 with one hand. Want to buy more? But 100,000 on the other. Let's go, Jose. Welcome, y'all. Yeah, also there's a live poll. October Bitcoin price peak prediction. If you're on the YouTube, make sure to let us know where you think will likely be. I'm about to end the poll, and then we're going to read the results here any moment. So welcome, y'all, just joining us. Let me know your thoughts regarding some of these predictions and targets I share with you from the analysts. And here we go. Surveys in. October Bitcoin price peak prediction. 42% of you say between 68 and 73,000. 31% of you say 74 and 79 Gs. 13% say 85,000 plus, and 12% say between $80,000 and $84,000. That was out of 188 votes. So thank you for participating. Laser says 142, 145 is the next leg up, and to January the consolidation towards 105. Can't stack sats fast enough. The realest ish I've ever heard. But anyways, fam, let's continue with the uncensored extended version of the pod, exclusive on X and Rumble. So if you're on YouTube, you ain't got to go home. Head on over to the Rumble. Rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. Let's get ready to rumble. YouTube stream should be